In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, all the praises and thanks to Allah, the Lords of the Alameen. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope all is well and fine with you. This is lecture 12 for subject English, class 4. Your English teacher Nausheen Mirza here from Divisional Public School, Model Town, Lahore. The instructions for today's lecture are: you have to be ready to learn. You have to sit with full concentration and make sure you have your books, notebooks and stationery items with you, and supervision of elders or parents is required. First of all, we'll do page number 114, 115 on grammar and usage book. So keep it beside you. Students, now we are going to do forms of verb. As you know, it is a grammar work, and before starting forms of verb, we'll go through the concept. What is a verb? Verb is a doing word. As you know, verbs are action words. Words which show some action are called verbs. For example, run, walk, wash. Like when you are running, you are showing some action. And when we are walking, we are also showing some action. Third example is wash. So verbs are doing words or action words. You are quite well aware of the concept as you have already done it in the previous classes and in first term as well. So hope you understand it. What are you doing right now? You must be listening or reading. So verbs are action words. So how many forms are there? There are 3 forms of verb. Present, that is called first form. Past, that is called second form. Past participle, that is known as third form. In some verbs, we add ed in the second and third form. We call them regular verbs. For example, wait, waited, waited. Another example is complete, completed, completed, etc. Whereas in some verbs, the second and third form is totally different, like teach, taught, taught. Another example is drink, drank, drunk, and so on. And they are called irregular verbs. Let's see the next one. In some verbs, the second and third form remain the same, like hit, 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 or cut, 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 and put, 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 etc. So, in this regard, forms of verbs indicate the tense of a sentence. Right? Hope you get it. Dear students, here are the forms of verb for annual term. I'll read it for you to you. Present tense, tense, past participle. First one is walk. Walk means chalna. Walked, walked. Work. Work means काम करना. Worked, worked. Make. Make means made. Next is meet. Meet means milna. Met, met. Keep. Keep means रखना. Kept, kept. Next is get. Get means हासिल करना. Got, got. Fall. Fall means गिरना. Fell, fallen. Next is come. Come means आना. Came, come. Next is hit. Hit means मारना. Hit, hit. Hold. Hold means पकड़ना. Held, held. Hope you understand all of the verbs. Now you have to write them in your notebooks and learn them as well. Dear students, we learned today present perfect tense, past perfect tense. So we have two concepts here, present perfect tense and past perfect tense. Dear students, let me explain the concept of present perfect tense to you. It links or connects present and past. Present and past के connection को सहर करता है. For example, he has read his lesson or book. वो अपनी किताब या सबक पढ़ चुका है. So, singular subject के साथ has आएगा plus third form of verb और ये हमें बताता है कि काम अभी अभी खत्म हुआ है और ये भी बताता है कि काम हो चुका है. He has read his book या और he has read his lesson. वो अपनी किताब पढ़ चुका है. Next example is I have packed my bag. Dear students, whenever you are in class and you've been instructed to pack your bags, तो अपना बैग पैक करने के बाद आप कहते हैं I have packed my bag, right? मैं अपना बैग पैक कर चुका हूं. Another example is here. He has brushed his teeth. वो अपने दांत साफ कर चुका है. These days you are at home and while getting up in the morning, आप बताते हैं अपनी मदर को कि he has brushed his teeth. वो अपने दांत साफ कर चुका है. So it means कि something has just happened. कि काम अभी अभी मुकम्मल हुआ है और आप वो काम मुकम्मल कर चुके हैं. इसलिए आप कह रहे हैं कि ये काम हो चुका है. Right? I have told you that with singular subjects we use has plus past participle, and with plural subjects like I, we, they, you, have, we use have with third form of verb or past participle. I hope you understand it. So I'll explain present perfect tense to you a little more. Something happened in the past, but we don't know when it happened. यानी कोई भी काम जो कि माजी में हो चुका है, लेकिन हम नहीं जानते when it happened कब हुआ. Right? For example, I have finished. मैं काम खत्म कर चुका हूँ. Let me explain it to you through a timeline. Past, present. I have finished my work, but when? Either in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So, we don't know when the work has finished, but the sentence shows that the work has finished. Next is, I have eaten my dinner. When I have eaten my dinner, we don't know when. So, ये ज़ाहिर करता है कि वो खाना खा चुका है, लेकिन कब खाया, पास्ट में, कितने बजे खाया. So, it is not mentioned here in this sentence. Okay, next example is I have completed my work. I have completed my work, but when? Nobody knows that when it happened. Either in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So, I have completed my work shows that the work has happened in the past, लेकिन हम नहीं जानते कि वो कब हुआ. सुबह में, दोपहर में या शाम में वो काम मुकम्मल हुआ, लेकिन वो काम मुकम्मल हो चुका है. So I have completed my work. मैं अपना काम मुकम्मल कर चुका हूँ. Right? Let me explain the concept of past perfect tense. It is used to talk about at least two actions happened in the past, and we want to show which one happened first. Means past perfect tense में at least दो कामों के खत्म होने का बताया जाता है, जो कि माजी में शुरू हुए थे और हो चुके हैं. और we want to show, और हम ये बताना चाहते हैं, yes, which one happened first, कि कौन सा काम पहले हो चुका है. Right? For example, before I left for school. स्कूल निकलने से पहले मैंने क्या क्या किया? I had taken a shower. Then I had eaten breakfast. Right? All of us used to do that. Let me explain it to you through a timeline. In past, we have three variations. Before I left for school at 7:15. स्कूल निकलने से पहले 7:15 पर मैंने क्या क्या किया? At 6:45 I had taken a shower, and at 7 a.m. I had eaten my breakfast. So the actions that happened before leaving for school are past perfect. So dear students, hope you understand it, that the actions, ऐसे काम जो कि माजी में हो चुके हैं, बिफोर लीविंग फॉर स्कूल, स्कूल जाने से पहले जो जो हमने किया, हमने शावर लिया, वी हैव डन आवर ब्रेकफास्ट एज वेल. सो वो जो काम हो चुके हैं before leaving for school, that are called past perfect, as because they have been done exactly they the same way as they used to be. Fine. Dear students, let me explain past perfect tense from an example to you. By the time he reached the bus stop, the bus had left. यानी कि जिस वक़्त तक वो बस स्टॉप पे तक पहुंचा, बस जा चुकी थी. Let me understand it to you through a timeline. In past, he left his home at 11:45 and he reached to the bus stop at 12 p.m. But he couldn't catch the bus and the bus had left by the time he reached the bus stop. Right? So the grammatical structure in the sentences regarding present perfect tense and past perfect tense, we have some rules. While using has in the sentences, it comes with he, she, it, or any name, right? Whereas we use have while having the subject I, we, they, or you. Fine? So the rule for the grammatical structure of these two tenses are subject plus has, have, or third form of verb plus object. Here is an example. I have studied for exams. So I is a subject, have is an auxiliary verb or a helping verb. Studied is the third form of verb, and for exams is an object. I have studied for exams. Next, in past perfect tense, we use had with the third form of verb, and we use had with all sort of subjects. They're like he, she, it, I, we, they, you. We use with all these subjects, we use had plus third form of verb plus object. You have to keep this thing in mind and do remember it while attempting all the sentences in the grammar and usage book. Fine. So students, as you have already learnt the concept of present perfect tense and past perfect tense, now grab your grammar and usage book. I would like to do exercise 33 with you. Take out page number 114. Let me read the question for you. Fill in the blanks with has, have, or had. First one is all the students dash already finished their work. They can go home now. Here comes have. All the students have already finished their work. They can go home now. तमाम स्टूडेंट्स पहले ही अपना काम खत्म कर चुके हैं. So वो घर जा सकते हैं. In this sentence, we have used have because the subject is plural. And secondly, at the end of the sentence, we have word now. As you have seen in the sentence, all the students have already finished their work. They can go home now. So बच्चों, दो साइंस हमें बताते हैं कि यहाँ पे have आना है, has और had नहीं आना. वो इस तरह कि जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट है all the students, that is plural, और हमारा सेंटेंस एंड हो रहा है they can go home now. So now is telling us that the action has just taken place. So we have added have in this blank. Let's do the second one. Rosie is now hungry. She dash just eaten a cake. Rosie is now hungry. She has just eaten a cake. Here we have added has in this blank because has comes with a singular subject, right? Rosie अभी भूखी है, वो अभी अपना केक खा चुकी है, right? Third one is by 3 o'clock yesterday, I dash only completed half of the work. In this blank comes had. कल के 3 बजे तक मैं अपना आधा काम मुकम्मल कर चुका था. We have used had in this sentence because दो किस्म के काम इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं इस सेंटेंस में, राइट? एक वो काम जो खत्म हो चुका था, कल 3 बजे तक उसने अपना काम आधा काम मुकम्मल कर चुका था, वो अपना आधा काम मुकम्मल कर चुका था, राइट? The snatch thief dash escaped by the time the police arrived. Here in this blank comes had. The snatch thief had escaped by the time the police arrived. जब पुलिस आई, चोर भाग चुका था. Next is make sure you dash locked all the doors before going to bed. Here in this blank comes have. As this is the plural subject, you, right? So with you we'll add have and the action has just taken place, right? Make sure you have locked all the doors before going to bed. ये यकीन कर लो कि तुमने सोने से पहले तमाम दरवाजे बंद कर चुके हो. Last is the film is very interesting. I dash seen it twice. In this blank comes have. The film is very interesting. फिल्म बहुत दिलचस्प है. I have seen it twice. मैं इसको 2 दफा देख चुका हूं. Let's do the next one. By noon yesterday, the workers dash removed all the rubbish. Here in this blank comes had. By noon yesterday, the workers had removed all the rubbish. In this sentence, we haven't used has or have because the action that is shown in this sentence has already been taken place. यानी कि जो काम यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है इस फिक्रे में वो पास्ट में मुकम्मल हो चुका है। वर्कर्स कल दोपहर तक तमाम रबिश, तमाम कूड़ा रिमूव कर चुके थे। Next is, he told me her name after she dash left. Here in this blank comes had. Right. He told me her name after she had left. उसने मुझे उसका नाम बताया जब वो जा चुकी थी. So, the action has been done in the past already. So we have added had in this sentence. Next is, after all the guests dash left, we took a rest. Here in this blank comes had. After all the guests had left, जब तमाम मेहमान जा चुके थे, we took a rest. हमने आराम किया. Next is, John is not in the room. John कमरे में नहीं है. He dash gone to see a doctor. वो डॉक्टर को मिलने जा चुका है. Here in this blank comes has. John is not in the room. He has gone to see a doctor. My mother is washing the trays now. मेरी अम्मी ट्रेस धो रही हैं. She dash just finished baking. वो बेकिंग खत्म कर चुकी हैं. My mother, here comes, in this blank comes has. My mother is washing the trays now. She has just finished baking. Next one is, the fire dash spread to the next building by the time the firemen arrived. Here in this blank comes had. So we have added had in this sentence because by the time the firemen arrived, जब तक आग बुझाने वाला आदमी पहुंचा, the fire had spread to the next building. आग अगली बिल्डिंग तक फैल चुकी थी. The home task for today's lecture is learn and write all the work on your notebooks. Okay, students, hope you have learnt all the concepts. Keep learning regularly and keep practicing as well, because continuous learning is always required to learn things well and fully. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.